Oh, yeah. It feels terrible.
Hey, Ray, the transparency mode I just did, I think one of our clients is in a really bad situation right now.
Yeah.
Oh? Yeah, sometimes that happens. People come in and their lives are in a really unfortunate place. It can be hard to see sometimes.
Um,
I wish there was something we could do. This person's getting ground down for no reason, just for being in the way.
I'm sorry, Evelyn. There's not much we can do. All of what you learn in transparency mode has to stay confidential. The only exception is suspected child abuse and neglect, which you're required to report if you're a social worker. But proxies aren't really social workers, per se. Eliza is really the one with the agency here, so, well, it's complicated.
that seems like so weird. You're leaving the responsibility to a machine,
Probably something for a future court to decide.
a future court.
Either way, we can't try to fix people's lives on our own, no matter how much our heart goes out to them. I think there's an email somewhere with a summary of our policy on that if you want. It's come up before.
No, it's fine. I'm fine. It's just hitting me hard right now.
I understand. It takes strength to focus on the role and not get distracted by what you see. Think of it like, say, someone hired you to install something in their home, and you walk in on a tense family situation. Even if there isn't actual violence you're seeing, it's clear things are kind of off somehow. It's unfortunate, but there's not much you can do in that situation. You kind of just have to focus on your work and leave. If it's not at the level where you need to make a call to emergency services right then and there, then it's just an unhappy home.
Yeah.
And most people would argue it's not your business.
God, that sucks. But yeah, she's right.
Sorry, I know that's not the answer you want to hear.
I know it happens that a lot of people live in conditions where... I'm just sad. This woman, the way she did 2 whole sessions with me, with Eliza, but didn't say anything about her real problems. Ray, what am I doing? I wanted to make something that would help people. Instead, I made something useless.
You don't think she got some companionship out of Eliza?
Yep, that's not what she needs.
Sometimes that's really a help, especially for someone who might be feeling lonely.
She's not just lonely.
Yeah, but I could have just talked to her. I could have just spoken to her myself. Why would that be any different?
Everything is so overwhelming. Why? Why am I here in this world?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here, or even what I'm trying to decide. Is there a decision? The world is going to be full of grief and sorrow no matter what I do, no matter how hard I try to make it a better place.
Evelyn, did you think about what I suggested the other day?
Yeah. I think she should try.
What, trying Eliza for myself?
Yeah. I'm not saying it'll magically fix things. I just think you might want to give it a try.
Maybe I will. I don't know why I never did. Even when I was working on it, I never used it. It might have been too obvious to me what it was doing.
I mean, it's a bit distracting if you know the algorithm behind it. Then you know the way it thinks, the way it reacts to your answers. So you're kind of playing Eliza or the computer, even though you don't want to, because you know.
Eliza is really simple at its core, you know? It just turns things around.
So it's, yeah, I got the feeling that it analyzes the value of words, if it's negative or positive, and it evaluates the specific word, and depending on which words are being used, it figures out what the person they're talking to needs. Like, what's the general problem here? Is it loneliness? Is it anxiety? Is it depression? So it sounds really simple.
It tries to reflect what the person says back at them, pretty much like the old Eliza. It's just a smoother version of an idea from half a century ago. Anything you've read that makes it sound fancier than that is just a bunch of academic jargon. It's a mirror.
The thing I like about a mirror is that it has no agenda of its own. It just reflects.
But a mirror doesn't help. Ray gets a distant look in her eye.
Unmisted by love or dislike.
She turns back to me, a small but kind smile on her face.
Promise me you'll get help somehow, in some way. Okay, Evelyn?
Sorry, I should answer this.
Rainer, right, the person I want to speak to right now. So, what do you think of the transparency mode? It's rather dystopian. Thousands of people reveal their most intimate secrets to their therapists every day. This is just a more efficient way to complete that information transfer. Have you noticed how powerful it is? Eliza is now capable of rapidly analyzing the contents of a single device and accurately inferring the overall life situation of its owner. It will only improve from there as we add more sources, more patterns to tease out the connections between them all. It turns out anything is possible with enough data. What doesn't she agree with? Let me amend my previous statement. Anything is possible with enough high-quality data. There's an unlimited quantity of uninteresting information, but a small amount of certain specific data can be of almost incalculable value. Telling one from the other is the difficult part, don't you think? There's one more thing I'd like you to see. After that, I'll meet with you in person again. What now?
Let me guess. Messaging with Rainer again?
Oh, get over yourself. Or get over it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt our conversation. I always feel like I have to answer him right away.
Because he's the boss.
I would too, are you kidding? I totally understand.
I guess I'm going to be headed downtown to meet with him again.
Summoned from on high. I have something to ask, Evelyn, and it's okay if you say no, but whatever you end up getting involved in, I hope you'll stay in touch with me.
Sure, why not? You seem like a nice person.
You're a really cool person, and well, that's all. I hope you find the future you want.
We don't find futures, Ray. We create them.
Ray nods, but doesn't say anything. I notice her eyes are starting to become watery. She turns away abruptly, heading back toward her office. I hope I didn't upset her somehow. Something to see before I go to headquarters again. I wonder what Rainer was talking about. I wish I'd known more about her situation beforehand. Not that I could have changed anything. Maybe future Eliza counseling centers could point struggling people to community resources. Local rent assistance programs, things like that. There has to be something we can do. Maybe Eliza decided that the best thing for Holiday, the woman, was to turn her in for the transparency program. Maybe she never agreed. Maybe it was just a decision Eliza took. Maybe she's more advanced than we think she is. I don't know. Another mail. Soren, hey. Venture Post exclusive. Eliza creator raises cash from top VCs for a hot new direct stimulation startup. The man behind Scanda's popular virtual counseling app Eliza is up to something new, and top venture capital firms are listening. Aponia. Aponia is the new Seattle startup helmed by Dr. Soren Lloyd Rose, the chief psychologist and project lead for Eliza at Skanda. It has raised 26.2 million dollars from investors including Wellspring Ventures, Song and Lagerholm, and ZMN Capital. Bay Area-based Wellspring invested in Aponia via its Continuum Fund, which supports startups developing technology to support and improve mental wellness. We find Soren's unique brain-first approach to mental health extremely compelling. Walter Rokeach, I don't really know. Rokeach, let's just say that, partner at Wellspring, told Venture Post. He's already redefined what it means to seek support for mental wellness once. We think he'll do it again. Aponia isn't revealing details about its technology, but Lloyd Rose himself has said he would be revealing more details soon. When he announced the venture at One Mind 2.0 last month, the technology is real and working in prototype form already, he said. Sarah Kurchatova, meeting with Rainer. Evelyn, Rainer would like to speak with you again. I have scheduled a meeting for 4:35 p.m. today. As before, a car will come pick you up. Regards, Sarah. Okay. Still. There's no need to rush. Oh well, moving on. Let's continue on. Looks like I have one more transparency mode to do today. Oh, I'll get that out of the way before I meet with Rainer again. Who? Soren! What? Whoa. What? He's not my client. Whoa. Madrona Bank. I don't think I need to look at this. Mount Lake. Is that a fashion label? I definitely don't want to see what might be in his photos. Neat. This is probably just a bunch of ratings and tasting notes. Whoa. I wonder why he has the proxy app. Is he... Has Eliza hacked Soren's, phone? Is this decent? Is this actually legal? Okay, let's go with Don Garsler. Concerns. Soren, the problem here is not that we think it impairs you. You've clearly demonstrated to us that whatever your process is, it's working and generating great results. What we're concerned with is optics, really. How it would look to those on the outside if it were to become known that there is a drinking culture or something similar at Aponia. You know as well as we do how rumors and hearsay can spread out of control and ignite a firestorm on social media, which is something we are keen to avoid. I hear you about responsible use of alcohol, and also about how most antidepressants don't even come close in terms of their immediate action. Believe me, I've been there myself. What Walter and I are saying is simply to be careful, to not be so cavalier about this kind of thing, not only in the public sphere, reporters' conferences, etc., but in front of your new hires as well. Don, his partner. Ania Mitra, moving forward. Soren, we can do this one of two ways. We can either work together as you suggest and stay professional colleagues forever. I think you can really do that. If you think you can really do that, I have my doubts. Or we can simply go our separate ways. There are plenty of places for us to carve out a space of our own in the industry without us running into each other, despite what you like to say about destiny and threats of fate. I'm laying this out for you as a clear binary choice so you can make a concrete decision about it. Is this some woman that a relationship he's had that didn't work out? Gislan Lloyd Rose. Travel. No, Dad, just no. You're supposed to be the genius who developed all these great applications for mental health. Have you ever considered you might need a therapist yourself? Ow. That's not nice to hear from your children. Gotta hurt. Dr. Lloyd Rose, what can we do about this? I understand you had some concerns about around the way your interview went on MSNBC last week. Reviewing the footage, I believe there are a few successful tactics we can deploy to mitigate the potential negatives and ensure you receive only the kind of attention you are interested in getting going forward. I am hoping you might be able to take some time out of your, no doubt, very busy schedule to sit down with us and solidify a strategic communications plan for you and Eponia, including key messages, reputation-building activities, and executive media training. With a strong plan in place, there is far less chance of being ambushed by the media. The end goal will be for you to be able to trust us to manage your media profile and appearances so that you can concentrate on the hard work involved in being the brilliant, celebrated scientist and entrepreneur that you are. Hoping to hear back from you soon. Heather, I'm not even gonna try that. Okay, moving on. Limestone PR. Is a partner required? Jonathan. Hi, Dark Horse. Most people come to the seminar with a partner in order to practice and learn with their model, and I think that is definitely the most valuable way to attend. There have been people on their own who have sat in on the session and found it worthwhile, but there is a big difference between watching the ties being done and practicing them on a real person. Another arrangement to consider is a 3-person group where 2 riggers take turn practicing on a model, if you are able to arrange that. To answer your second question, yes, you must bring your own rope. Oh no. I recommend at least 2 15, I think it's inches, ropes and 1 30-inch in order to complete all of the ties we demonstrate. Hope that answers your question. Is this the bondage thing he was talking about? Yeah. Moving forward. Travel. Okay. So the chat. Nora. He's been talking to Nora, right? That's right. Okay. Your show was great. Just wanted to say. Hi, Soren. Thanks. Had a wild night? Not the wildest night I've ever had, but up there. Definitely feeling pain in muscles I didn't know I had. Yeah, we are getting older. Oh, that's not fair at all. I'm far older than you. Besides, you looked fantastic. Your beauty has only grown since the days we worked together. Sorry if that's inappropriate. Lol, Soren. Frailer than I used to be, but the fire's never gone out. Still need to get out and do something bacchanalian, I think, from time to time. Yeah, I was a little surprised to see you there. I convinced Evelyn to come too, you know. Don't think she'd gone otherwise. Oh, thanks. You're welcome. I know you fancy her. Don't you? Sure I do. Everyone likes Evelyn. Yeah. Okay. So Nora likes me? I kind of got that vibe, but I didn't want to address it. Nikki. Miss you. I know you don't miss me. Oh, that's not true. I know not to trust words like that. Then why say anything? Because it's true. I miss you. I want to see you again. Well, you know how to find me. Yeah, I know. I'll schedule something again soon. I can't believe I do this. Sometimes I hate myself so much. Is this a prostitute or something? Sarah? Hey, what are you up to? I've always really admired you. I never told you that before, but it's true. You work with Rainer and put up with him every day. That takes a lot of work, I know. Your talents are wasted in that job. You deserve so much more. Oh, she's the one who sent me the mails about a car picking me up, I think. Hi, Soren. Are you drunk? Haha, maybe. I'm not lying, though. Don't you want more in life than to be someone's secretary? Yeah. That's her. You're intelligent. Rainer is not exactly an easy boss to work with. I'm sure you know that. I sure do. Let me take you out sometime. We can trade stories, war stories. I know I have a reputation, but that's with people I don't respect. I respect you. It's different. Ask me again when you're sober. Okay, I will. That doesn't... He has a reputation with people he don't respect. Does that mean he treat people he don't respect? He doesn't treat people he doesn't respect unfairly? I mean, he has a reputation with Nora, and it seems like he respected her to some extent. Andrea, you around? So you're ignoring me. Look, I'm sorry, okay? I've been under a lot of stress. These business fucks are driving me crazy. I should have realized to just grind you down. There's a lot of women he's messaging. A lot of women. What was this again? A fashion label. Okay. Yeah. He's lonely. And yes. This isn't a coincidence. It can't be.